everybody. How are you doing? I'm still here with my sexy voice. I am. And how is everybody doing? Hello to my beautiful love shine. Hello to Lilith. It's nice to have you, sweetie. Hi, Watson. Hi, Julie. Now, give me just one moment. I'm going to go and get your questions right away, my beautiful Julie, so you can head off and go do what you've got to do, okay? Just one brief moment. I'm going to go and do that right away. I'm logging myself in. Just one moment. And voila. On my way, sweeties. Just 1 second. Okay. Such as, and voila. Okay, so here we go. We're in. How's everybody doing? Okay, so I do have Mimi, and I do have Mimi, I think twice. Yeah, I do, because Mimi was here yesterday too. So I've got Mimi twice. I've got our beautiful Love Shine. We also have DM. Nice to see you, sweetie pie. So MZ, here we go. Up next is going to be our beautiful Love Shine. Then I'm going to go and see DM, followed out by Mimi. That's the list we have at this moment. Yeah, I don't know what's up with the red bird. I kid you not. That little red bird is always there every single, anyways, not all the time. It is not true. I have not seen a bird, Julie, into my tree in, a little while, like a few months. And since the last 2-3 days, there's been birds kind of coming around. Nothing weird in temperature. I mean, it's still winter time. Nothing has changed. But that bird in particular has been there, and it will sit there and just kind of glare inside. It is very interesting. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to go and see about that right away. Yes, happy full moon, everybody. Yeah, full moon, snow moon. It is, yes. You dropped a big box of what? Coconut oil on your foot? And now you're having ice pad on your foot. Oh my God. Okay, hold on. So let's go and see what's up with this red bird. Is it really just a coincidence, or is anything having to do with it? Let's go and see. It's interesting because I do your reading, but I also do the shorts before I do your reading or after I do your reading. And even yesterday, I did another private reading before yours, and the bird was not there. Honestly, it's something that is very interesting. So let's just go and peek. What is it? Is it a sign, or is it a coincidence? What is it with this red birdie? Alrighty. So here we go. What's up with the red bird? Well, you know how they say nothing is really all that much of a coincidence. Everything happens for a reason, right? Hold on. Oh my dear gosh. What the? Seriously. Okay, I definitely have misread what it is. That is not looking good. It is an actually, wait, you said coconut oil. I thought actual oil. I don't know, I have bottles where I put olive oil. I thought some of that fell down. You mean like the whole friggin' bottle of, that looks horrible. It looks like you spraying. It looks like you need to put ice on that. Yeah, don't go nowhere. That doesn't look good, sweetie. That's a box. Oh my God. Like a tin kind of a thing. Oh no, put ice on that, sweetie. Like every 10 minutes, every hour, put some ice on that baby, my love. Yes, and I don't know. I wouldn't go anywhere with that. I know you have an appointment, but be very careful as you're going out to your appointment. I know you'll be fine, but yeah, it doesn't look good. But I know you'll be okay. But you got to put some ice. Now, yeah, there's no coincidences, what I was saying. There's no coincidences. Now, red birds, especially because it is it is a bird that is particularly red. Now, they're actually messengers from the spiritual realm. I feel like they're kind of showing on up to give you some guidance, to give you some protection, and give you a little bit of some confirmation from the universe. So I'm going to say the fact that this red bird keeps appearing during your readings is a sign that Spirit is trying to tell you something important, such as reassurance. I'm going to say a sign of love. I'm going to say reassurance that you're onto the right path, that you're doing the right thing, that your connection with Mike is real, and that this bird could actually be a symbol of that passion, of that devotion, of that commitment that's actually taking shape. It's also somewhat of a spiritual nudge. It's kind of saying, yes, pay attention, trust your intuition and what is actually unfolding along with your intuition. And I'm also going to say often, well, this does not necessarily have to do with the fact that it is red. It's more birds. Birds are often messengers. So I'm going to say there's somebody from the spirit realm that is watching over you. You know you've got a few people that are watching you up there, sweetie pie. I'm going to say you're being watched over and they're really supporting you onto your love journey altogether. So I'm going to say this red bird showing up at key moments is a big sign. So let's stay in tune and see again. I will pay attention tomorrow, see if it's there. I usually do your readings. I usually always do them between like 2 and 3:30 in the afternoon is usually when I do them. So we will see if that bird keeps popping on up. Same time, every single day again. It's going to be interesting to see tomorrow. But so far, it's a big sign. Stay tuned and let's continue to see what's going on. But Spirit is definitely on your love story. I know. Julie, every time now, because today I was able to do it because I didn't make too much noise because they're really, really quite attentive to the noises, right? And if I see it again tomorrow while I'm doing your reading, I'll permit myself, if you don't mind, to even take a picture just to show it to you that little bird, the same one that's not little, it's actually quite big, is there. Because sometimes the tiny little nudge, or let's say the dog will bark downstairs and the bird will fly away. I know. Well, we'll see if it's there tomorrow. Yeah, we'll see if it's there. It could be Mama Julie. Let me go and see. Anyways, tomorrow, I will take a picture as soon as I see it tomorrow. If I see it during your reading, you'll see me with my phone taking the picture. It's a picture of the bird. I'm not multitasking, I promise you. Okay, all together over here. Let's go and see. It is definitely somebody who has departed that is not necessarily into your family. So I'm going to say it is somebody who is very close to you. It could strongly be Mama Julie. Yeah, sounds like a plan. Tomorrow I'm just going to take a picture of it. What is that? It is so smooth on your hair, Julie. You like using it on yourself. What is this, Juanson? You must be talking about the oil. But if you take everything out of context and I just read what you wrote, Juanson. Oh, it is so smooth on your hair. I use it on myself. I'm just saying, Juanson. It could be misinterpreted into something else. That's all I have to say. Did somebody talk about Spacehead? I didn't talk about. Oh, you talked about Spacehead. I see. Or that damaged you. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it is good onto the. It is good onto the hair. I will say. It's also good onto your skin, but yeah. Okay, let me go to the other. Yeah. So. I'm thinking deeper about your relationship. Is he about ready? He's getting pretty darn ready. Yeah, let's go see. He's getting pretty darn gone, pretty darn ready. Yeah. Okay, so let's go see. And then we're going to get into the lovey-dovey. So, no, I don't really want to use that. I want to go over here. We are expecting the snowstorm of the year tonight, loves. We are. It is all nice and calm at this moment, but we are expecting high winds and a lot of snow. We are. Snow day tomorrow, I believe. Snow day. So, Princess of Cups getting over here. That also popping on through. All right, love. This is what I'm going to say for you. You're right. You're definitely right. Mike is definitely thinking deeper, feeling more. I feel like he's getting more ready. And today, I feel like his heart is extra soft when it comes towards you. So there's no doubt about it. He is definitely onto his movement, onto his way. He's slowly making his way towards you, no doubt. Now, on to his thoughts and about what he's, some sweet thoughts. Let's go see what he's got. Oh, Love Shine, if you haven't posted your questions, you can, my love. Please do post away whenever you're ready. And I hope you were finally able to see M today, Love Shine. What do I have over here for you? Into my messages, here we go, Smitty. I'm getting that he believes that you are the most beautiful woman that he has ever known. He remembers your eyes, your smile, your energy, and he can't help but miss you, sweetie. There's that little aching into his heart today when he thinks about you. Also, I feel like he's actually wondering what it is that you're doing. And he's wondering, do you actually know how much he truly cares for you? So even if he hasn't said anything yet, he does want to know how important you are to him. Well, he wants you to know how important you are to him. And I feel like his heart is just kind of nudging him towards deeper and emotional openness. And I feel like he wants to try to make you feel special. May it be through his words, his actions, may it be by being more present. There's that growing desire in him to want to show to you how much he does value you by, I'm actually going to say, by starting to make you realize that you do deserve effort and love and reassurance also, like you've been giving to him. And I also feel like he wants to say that he can't wait to be close to you again. So may it be hugging you, may it be holding you, may it be touching your hand, may it be simply into your presence. He is missing that very beautiful and deep connection. So my beautiful love, all together between both of your questions, the Rad Bird, definitely not a coincidence. Mike's energy today, slowly we're aligning. So this is all here to show you that yes, this is meant to be. This is here to come and give you that confidence, that little extra nudge that you're looking for, and to really know that things are unfolding, yes, slowly but beautifully, and soon things are going to start to make more sense. And, those rays of sunshine that I was talking about earlier are actually going to start to show themselves, my love. Hi, beautiful Carrie. How are you doing, sweetie? Happy full moon to you too, sweetie pie. I know. Oh, and be your door to Ashford. That would be lovely, wouldn't it? I'll see you later, Julie. Meh. Meh is for your day, how it's going, right, Carrie? Well, yeah, you're right. But then again, oh, Love Shun, your questions are here. Then again, I'm gonna say, Julie, if ever he came on in and saw your candles, oh, it's simply for ambiance. That's all it's for. My gosh, yeah. All right, let's go see our beautiful Love Shun. I'm gonna go and see what's happening. Yeah, today's meh, right? Things are not better with your sweetie pie, my love. He's still being grumpy, still didn't say happy birthday to you, and still being the man that, the part of the man that we don't like as much. I'm sorry, my love. There's mad days. Oh, there are mad days. Hold on. If DM is around, DM, you can post your questions also, my love. Yes. Let me do this, and let me go over here. Okay, so here's the update. Okay. No. Alrighty. Okay. That kind of sucks, eh? I'm sorry, sweetie pie. So after all, there was not really any meeting, and there was like some frustration coming from everything that had previously happened, right? Okay, hold on. Um, okay, okay. Let's go and see. So we're gonna start with Amy. Sun up until sleep, my love. Hi, DM. It's nice to see you, sweetie. How are you doing, my love? I will check that on out in just a few moments. I promise you. Yeah, you had to update your day. And when you text for lunch, you only had less than 10 minutes to get there, right? And your drive would have been 30 minutes. It would have made no sense whatsoever. Oh no, happy birthday, Carrie. You doubt that. No, at this point, you shall not. No, I'm sorry, my love, Carrie. No, you can't get there with that fast. Well, the thing is, my beautiful love shine, he's very, very impulsive. Um, and basically, he wants you to be there whenever he can be there. He doesn't necessarily he's not taking in consideration the fact that it could take you 30 or 40 or 50 minutes to even get there, and that maybe you're not necessarily ready, or maybe you're doing, like, he doesn't take anything into consideration other than himself. So into his mind, he's thinking, yeah, I want to see love shine. All right. And okay, but then he texts whenever he's ready. Like, if you're going to be ready right away and you've got a time machine, but it's not the way that it works. But I know that he's not doing it on purpose. Honestly, he's not. It's just that his own disorganization and impulsiveness have actually caused you guys not seeing each other today. I'm actually proud of you of actually saying to him, you know what, forget about it. It's just not going to be able to happen today. Good for you. Into the past, I kind of feel like you would have tried to make it happen. And probably there would have been some upset or some frustration because there was not enough time. Like, I just feel like the situation, just even like I'll say maybe 6 months ago, would have been dealt into a different kind of a way and would have created more problems. I feel like this way, it's actually quite good, my love. Yeah. Um, I'm sorry, Carrie, for you, sweetie. All right, so let's start on off with Amy set up until sleep. See what we've got. So, um, okay. Basically, what I'm seeing over here is that he's into a place where his connection with you is with love. His connection with you is with I'm going to say a lot of emotions, a lot of excitement. But like I was saying, there's a lot of impulsiveness also that is in it. So I feel as though you guys have a certain rhythm. What is the most important into his life? I know that we're talking about him sun up until sleep, but what is most important for him today is money. That's the number one priority that he had into his life. So the fact that he had a lot of things to do and that you guys were going to kind of meet on up into the in between, but then he had a meeting, he had other stuff after, it was really about the money, is what it was about today. That being said, he was looking forward to seeing you, and he was disappointed, but not overly disappointed. Our tower's in reverse. He's actually quite happy about, he's not happy about not seeing you, but he's happy about the way that there was no big fuss that was done or nothing of such. It would have been great to have seen you, but since you guys didn't see each other, well, it's kind of okay also from what I can see. I feel like today he had so many things going on that he felt that he was trapped. Not by you, okay? But I feel like he was feeling trapped, and he was kind of feeling weighed down by a lot of situations that he was actually implicated into today, and that just kind of gave what it was. So, sweetie pie, I'm gonna say sun up until sundown. he loves you just as much when he woke up this morning as when he's going to be going to bed tonight. He's going to be missing you more tonight when he goes to bed than if he would have seen you. But I don't see any great disappointments. I don't see any great problems. I'm seeing him loving you sun up until sleep, having a couple of fluctuations, being a little bit disappointed, but also dealing with it because he had a million other things to think about. And his main priority today was not necessarily for everything that I'm not going to mention that you know that he did this morning, but it was more having to do with the actual work engagement that he had this afternoon. M with wife, sun up until sleep. I'm not looking at the chat at this moment. I'll come back and look at it into a moment. I'm actually into the email, to the questions, okay? So if anybody says something and I'm not answering, that's why. Okay, Tower reverse popping on through again. So we do have it over there. We do have our Knight of Wands. He is trying to do some things. King of Swords, he's trying to organize some things around home. The energy with the wife is very surface level. I'm going to say it's somewhat transactional. There's a lot of things to do. We do them, and that's pretty much what it is. They pretty much have their own separate lives within the exact same space that they do live into. There's the same home, if you will. They interact throughout the day. I do believe that she was there today. I know that you're wondering. I do believe she was there all day. But there's nothing deep. There's nothing affectionate about it. It's about duty and stability and keeping up appearances more than anything else. So there's that lack of true emotional connection with the wife, even if everything kind of seems for everybody else around okay, onto the surface, everything is all right. Nobody would even know that there's any problems into that relationship. Now, why didn't he text or wait for you this morning? Yeah, for the plans, right? Well, that has a lot to do with him, the way that he is. It's just the way he functions, my love. And we can change a lot of things. We can ask for a lot of modifications, but deep down inside, oh, there's a lot of things you're not going to be able to change unless he truly wants to change them. So I'm going to say there's a lot of selfish thinking over here, like I did mention previously. He was into his own head. He was focused on what he had to do and assumed that you just kind of understand that he was trying to do things into a quicker kind of a manner. So last minute changes also, things didn't quite go the way that he wanted them to. Some things took a little bit longer. So this was more convenient for him. At the same time, he wanted to avoid confrontation. He knew that you might be upset if he actually texts last minute. So he just kind of went ahead, did what it is that he had to do, and didn't necessarily, like, if there's a little bit of a guilt, he will deal with it, but that's it. And I'm actually going to have to say also, I do have to, he does take you for granted, sweetie. He does. He knew that you'd be there for him. He knew that, you know what, he didn't prioritize making you necessarily feel included, but he knew that you're going to be there for him. So he did think that you were going to go and meet up for lunch, but since it was not a possibility, he still, in either kind of a way, knew that you'd still be there for him tomorrow or after tomorrow. He knew that this was not going to be a deal breaker, if you will. How did he feel that you didn't see him today? He knows that he's at fault. Yeah, he knows that he's at fault. He knows this has nothing to do with you. But again, I feel like he accepts it. It's the way that he is. It's not the first time he's done it, not the last time he's going to do it neither. So he does feel disappointed, but it's like, oh well, I'll keep moving. I'll do what I've got to do. I'm not going to let this ruin my day. I've got a lot of things to do. And so he just kind of shifted into the next gear, if you will. So a part of him knows that he should have communicated better, but he won't fully admit his fault neither. So instead, you know, he'll just kind of justify it by thinking, oh, I had things to do. I wasn't being mean. And that's what he does. It's into his selfishness. He just kind of figures out these things into his mind. And if you stay distant, then he'll feel it more. But if you don't feel distant, then he won't. He'll think, well, she was a little bit disappointed, but it was also okay, right? Yeah. All right, hold on. And hi Julian, how are you doing, sweetie? He didn't have much work today, right? No, I know he could have seen you. No, she did not go and meet him. She did not go and meet him, sweetie. She did not. Um, just 1 second. Um, yeah, I didn't text him until about 10 minutes after you texted him, right? I know, my love. Um, when are you going to see him again? How are you doing, Jillian? It is nice to see you, sweetie. So when will you see him again? My King of Cups popping on through, my Ace of Wands. Is there a possibility you could be seeing him within the following 24 hours? If so, I will say yes. Yes. Okay, just a second. Okay, here we go. Okay. So, I'm going to say you're going to see him within the following day, my love. Yeah, probably tomorrow. I got you, my beautiful Jillian. I'll be with you in a few seconds, my love. And thank you. I did receive everything that you sent, sweetie. I did. I got all the information, so I'm going to be working on it tonight, okay, my love? Yeah. I feel like he's going to make time. I feel like he will make some time, sweetie. Okay. So here we go. And let's go over here. Terror love messages coming from M. So I'm going to say tomorrow you should be able to see him, my love. I feel like he'll have some time for you for lunch, probably. All right, Queen of Wands coming on through with our Knight of Wands, also getting our Three of Pentacles, getting our Page of Wands, and our Queen of Cups. So, I'm going to say this to you, Sweetie Pie. I feel as though what he wants to tell you into his tarot love messages is that he feels that connection very, very deeply with you. There's a very undeniable pull, even when things seem kind of complicated. And he sees you as somebody who is very special, somebody who is very meaningful into his life. Now, there are some moments of regret that he wants you to know. He knows that sometimes he does let you down, but he also wants you to know that he loves you. He wants you to know that he moves things kind of slowly, but carefully and quite consistently. So He wants you to know that he is there for you, that he loves you, that he loves your connection. I've got our beautiful queen over here. You make things happen into his life. You make things move on forward into his life. So, sweetie pie, he's going to try to make things better for you. He basically wants you to know that he loves you and he will do anything to try to make up what he has done wrong. Just one moment, okay, sweetie pies. I'm going to come back for DM. Just 1 second, sweeties. Evelyne? Oui, c'est ça, elle voulait du chocolat. T'es où, belle? Ouais, je vais venir t'aider, attends. Ben, je sais pas, c'est quoi qu'il te faut, là? Non, mais c'est quoi qu'il te faut? Mais j'ai pris ceux-là, c'est le premier que j'ai vu. C'est quoi qu'il te faut, Ben? Je sais pas, je sais pas ce que je fais. C'est du pépite? C'est des morceaux de chocolat. C'est bon? C'est ça qu'il faut? Ben, c'est ça, les frappes avec le sac, là. C'est pas besoin d'autant? Ben, je sais pas, je vais retourner travailler, là. C'est ça, c'est quoi qu'il faut? Oh my god, ta boire! Ah, j'aime pas le boire, là. Ah. Ouais, c'est ça. All right. Bonne recette. Ouais, Evelyne a fait une recette, elle avait besoin de chocolat. All right. I'm sorry, loves. My neighbor needed. You just finished. Oh, feeding your cat. No. The Gibbler needed chocolate for a recipe. She had no more chocolate. And I'm like, well, the front door's locked. Come by the garage. And so she came in, and I'm like, what chocolate you need? She's like, I don't know. I said, just leave with it. So there you go. It is what it is. So she has gone to make her a recipe, whatever it is. I know, sweetie. La, 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 la. I know, but I know that he's been cutting things short, but he's not cutting things short like purposely. I feel like it's circumstantial is basically what it is. All right, so let's do this. Let's do that. Ooh. DM, my love, are you here, sweetie? Just let me know. He's gonna make it up to you, love, Shine. He'll make it up to you, love. Now, DM, just let me know if you are here. I know, he's got a lot of things that are going on, sweetie. There you go, DM. How are you doing, my love? All right, so DM, then I'm going to go and see Jillian before going to see Mimi. All right, so Jillian, you're going to be on up next, my love. And DM, let's go and see. You would like to know. Is it the 5 or 7 days? I just want to go and make sure. It's Viva Natural. I'm sorry. I'm scrolling through the chat to get if it's 5 or 7 days. Yeah. Alrighty. Okay. It's 5. Thank you, my love. I've got you. So let's go and see what you've got to look forward to or stay away from. Alrighty. Alrighty. Here we go. A private achievement, my love, a private achievement. But I'm also getting some regeneration. So I'm getting like some renewal that's coming on through. Some weakness, a little bit of weakness. Let's look into this and take some more cards out. Overall energy altogether, what I'm going to say is I actually feel like there's going to be some unexpected shifts that are going to be happening within the following 5 days. So this week, you could feel as though some things are a little bit out of your control, but these changes are ultimately going to be guiding you towards a better place. And the fact that these things seem to be a little bit out of your control doesn't mean in any kind of a way that they're bad or that they're negative. It's just that there will be some things that are a little bit out of your control, but those changes are going to guide you towards the better place that you need to be into. So these could be different experiences of luck, of faith, divine timing that is actually showing on up. So you need to be open to those energies and kind of accept them whenever they come along. So I'm going to say go along with the flow this week is going to be the most important thing altogether. Now, as for work, all right, I'm going to say you're going to have to step it up. You're going to have to step it up. Yeah, it's time to step it up, sweetie. Step it up, take control, set those boundaries, all right? It is very possible that an authority figure is going to ask more from you, is going to ask you to step something up, do something a little bit more. If you're waiting for any type of decisions, the decisions and the answers that are coming, they're moving quite slowly. So stay firm, stay professional, and continue with your beautiful patience. I'm also going to have to say, be careful. There could be, I feel like it's a lady at work who could be not completely honest. Now, I don't feel like this person is doing anything bad towards you, not at this moment, but they could be not necessarily completely honest. So if there's anybody at work that is a lady, an older lady, mid-age to older, okay, not young, just watch out for that person a little bit. Double check your emails, your documents, your plans. Double check anything that seems important to you before sending it on out in any kind of a way. All right? That's going to be important. Other than that, I'm going to have to say at home, emotions, it's like they're arising. It's like there's a heightened feeling of emotions that are there. So it's like if you're feeling that something is a little bit unsure at home. So be careful for that. Watch out for your dreams. Watch out for your gut feelings. They're going to be strong, so you're probably going to be getting some messages coming on through, so pay attention to those. Pay attention to misunderstandings, and I'm going to say unspoken emotions. You know, sometimes people will hold anything within. They won't necessarily speak about it, but you'll kind of feel like there's that tension. You'll feel like somebody wants to say something, but they're not completely saying it. This is it, all right? Other than that, I'm going to say that you're pretty darn good, sweetie pie. I feel as though by the end of the following 5 days, I feel like it's good. I feel like your weekend, I feel like things are going good. I feel like you leave this onto a positive note. I feel like you're more aligned. I feel like you're more peaceful into your decisions, into your movements, into your life altogether. So I'm going to say be strong, be patient, and stay composed. Don't let tiny little obstacles shake your confidence in any way. Continue to move on forward. And your inner power is what is going to help you to work through any type of tensions or any type of personal emotions altogether. So this week, mix of challenges, all right? Mix of challenges and breakthroughs. Work is going to require some patience. Work is going to require some awareness, also some strategy. At home, emotions, test of emotions, intuition. By the end of the week, things are going quite well, my sweet love. So I'm going to say, trust into the divine timing of things that are unfolding. Hi, SB. How are you doing, sweetie pie? Thank you for your donation, my love, and welcome to this live with my lovely voice. All right, so Jillian, you're going to be coming on up. DM, let me give you, I like to give you an angel message. Let me give you an angel message, sweetie. Here we go. Angel messages shall be. Alrighty, so. Angel message for you, sweet love. Trust into the divine plan because everything is falling into place. Your angels are surrounding you with love and guidance right now. Even if things feel uncertain, you are being divinely led towards something that is greater. So let go of overthinking. Know that you are deeply loved because something beautiful is coming your way. DM, I am sending you much love, my sweetie pie. Let me know if there's anything else I can do for you. Oops. Alrighty. So let me go see Jillian. Sweetie pie. SB, you're next. I'm going to go over here. I do have Mimi who's onto our wild list. All right. Mimi's onto the wild list. Alrighty. Let's go like that. And voila. Oh, we have Carrie too. Hi, Carrie. Did you leave anywhere, Carrie? You've been very silent, sweetie. Carrie, whenever you're ready, you can start posting your questions, all right? Whenever I get to you, well, your questions will be ready if you're ready to send them on out. All right, so Jillian, what's happening with you, sweetie? Okay. On the Friday, I don't know. Friday's an interesting day, Jillian. It is, sweetie. Yeah. Friday is that day where if I don't know, it has too many expectations. If you're into a relationship, then you're kind of feeling obligated. But if you're not into a relationship, usually you try to plan a day or two before or a day or two after, just to not necessarily meet on up with different expectations simply because of the date. So, yeah, I'm definitely going to say to you, I'm going to go and check it on out, but I would doubt that it would be on to Friday. I would like it to be for you, though. I really would. Yeah, I know that's you. You're reaching for the stars, is what you're doing. It's okay. Reach for them. Yeah. Well, I'm going to start by going to see if he's going to ask you out on Friday, and then I'll see if he's going to ask you out soon. We'll look at both of them, okay? So let's actually start on off of here with the beginning of your questions. So you needed to leave earlier. You wanted to know how this person is feeling towards you. So we're going to start off with that. And then we're going to go and see if he's going to ask you out for a date soon. I honestly don't feel when I'm asking the question, I don't feel like it's happening until the following 7, maybe, I'll say 7, maybe even 14 days. I kind of feel like he's going to be waiting for another particular moment where, like, I feel like that moment in time was a good moment. You were already there. You were already with drinks, already with coworkers. So it's like the situation was easy. You guys were always already there. He didn't necessarily have to ask you out to be to that place. So I kind of feel like you almost need to get yourself back a little bit into that type of situation. If you guys do that every week or every Thursday or Friday, I feel like he's very, very curious about you. All right. He's very curious about you. But at the very same time, I don't see him making any huge steps. He's curious, but he wants to know more about you. He wants to be able to spend more time with you, but he is afraid of making a move. Since he's afraid of making a move, he's afraid of making a move because he's been hurt into the past, all right? Now, this time around, he's looking for happiness. He's looking for good things, but he's also looking for clarity. And I feel like he does not have that clarity with you, which is a little bit kind of hindering for him. So he's not all that good at making choices, not all that good at making the moves altogether, and he's easily distracted into his mind, sweetie pie. I'm going to say you guys are going to have to work upon this together. Is there any kind of way that you can be a little bit more flirtatious? Because what I'm seeing is that the way that C is thinking about you at this moment, we're curious. We want to get to know you more. We want to spend more time with you. But we don't have any clear intentions behind it. We don't have an intention of, I want to spend more time with you because I want to have sexual fun with you, or because I want a commitment, or I want, a non-committal kind of, like, we have not, this person has not yet thought about all those options. Into their mind, they want to spend time with you. They're curious about you. They want to know more about you onto a different level and where this could actually go. That's what this person wants to know at this moment, but they're not looking at anything else. But I feel like they need to be put into a situation where things are more accessible and easier so they can get to where they want to be into an easier kind of a way to kind of break down those barriers. So I'm definitely going to say, if you guys are back into that type of a situation, it's going to be easy. You need to stick around and then things will happen. You might get some kisses, you might get some touches. Things will start to kind of move along. Now, things will still not be completely determined or anything of the such. If you're really, let's say you're not back into this kind of a situation and you're waiting to see when is this actually going to be happening and what's going to be the next move, then you're probably looking at a good, I'm going to say 10 days, maybe even 2 weeks before he kind of, gains that courage to make that movement towards you and actually ask you on out for something. Why? Because he's afraid that you're actually going to say no. This was way too easy. You were there. It was accessible. He's afraid you're going to say no, so he stays a little bit into that resting period. Is he going to ask you onto a date on Friday? No. I'm going to say most likely within the following 2 weeks, if everything is well aligned. Yeah, I said a lot of stuff, right? Are you following me, sweetie? I know. I said way too much. That's exactly, okay, how you want it to be. Oh, well, then perfect. All right. All right, Carrie, sweetie. Hi, Kai. Hey, Kai. Long time no see, sweetie. Nice to see you. That's it. Okay, Jilly, I'm so happy. I'm sorry. I was into the PayPals, into your questions. I'm looking at it and like, that's it. Well, that's perfect then, sweet one. It is perfect. And that's exactly what you got to do. Kai, you can definitely, my love. It is lovely to see you again, sweetie. Jillian, let me not let you go like that. You're such a sweetie pie. Let's go and look into the Hermit, okay, for some messages. Hold on. Let me bring you to the Hermit deck. Let's go and get a couple messages and see what we've got. Yes. All right. I know, you're such a cutie pie. Thank you, my beautiful Kai. Kai, you're going to be up in about, I'll say probably about 10 minutes, my love, if you're willing to wait. Otherwise, I can leave you a timestamp. Look, I'm getting over here. Let me hold you. Oh, Jillian, you're such a sweetie. I love you. I do. Okay. See, I think so. Yes, like he's nervous. He's definitely nervous. Happiness. We talked about this. I said he wants happiness. This is what he wants, but he wants to take it one step at a time. He is. The 15 card, by the way, when it says I'm addicted to you, that's the devil card. There's a lot of sexual energy that is actually, combined into it. I know, sweetie. And look, that darn word. I was just talking about it. So, okay, sweetie pie, I'm going to say just kind of go with the flow. See where this goes. It's definitely going to go into the right direction. He seems nice and cute and sweet. I like him. And you're a beautiful queen. So let's make this happen, but in due time, my love. Have a lovely evening, sweetie. Sweet dreams, my sweetie pie. Do we have our beautiful, thank you, sweetie. Do we have SB with us? Where are you, my love? If you're not here, we shall leave you a timestamp. Do we have SB? Let me know if you're here. I'm going to go and get your questions. And here we go. I'm going to go and see our beautiful Kai after, okay? So SB followed up by Kai. My beautiful Carrie, whenever you're ready, like I said, you can send out your questions. You would like to know true and feelings for you, his intentions with you. All right, I got you. You really like him and you feel like you're a really good match. Oh, I like that, sweetie pie. Alrighty. Okay, well, let's go and see. Well, let's go see what I've got. So let me just go and make sure that you are here into the chat. Otherwise, we're going to leave you a timestamp. Alrighty. And oh, my beautiful Kai, you can post your question right away, my love. Post away, Kai. You're up next, sweetie. Thank you for your list, my dear Juanson. And we're going to leave a timestamp for SB because I believe SB might not be here. So we're going to go at 51:30. Here we go. For SB, Kai, you may post, my love, but take your time. Just type away whenever you're ready. And here we go. So, all right. What do we got into the true feelings? Here we go. It's not always easy to get the true feelings by somebody now, is it? Let's go see what we've got. Ooh, that's a flying one. That is for you. So, true feelings for you. What do we have? Getting our Emperor. Getting our Four of Wands, also getting our Three of Swords. We're afraid of being in pain is what we are. Yes, we are. All right, we need to balance things out. Things are a little bit off balance, but other than that, I'm actually going to have to say that T's true feelings for you. T seems to have a very strong pull towards you. I feel like there's something about your energy that kind of intrigues this person. I feel like it excites him at the very same time, okay? So he sees you as somebody who is very attractive, somebody who is very warm, somebody who's emotionally deep, onto a deep level. So he does enjoy your presence. He does feel that there's that sense of comfort whenever he is talking to you. And what I can actually feel is that there is a growing admiration. There's deeper emotions that are forming, if you will. So even though he might not necessarily be fully expressing them at this moment, I feel like he's taking his time to process his feelings rather than actually rushing on in, but they're definitely there. His true intentions with you, honestly, I'm going to say they really are quite genuine, but I feel like he still has that tendency of doing things onto a cautious kind of a way. So I feel like he's actually figuring out what he truly wants while making sure that he approaches it into the right way. So I feel like he's interested in building something that is meaningful with you, other than something that is casual. He's not interested in casual. He wants something that's meaningful. He sees the potential, but he still needs that time to gain more clarity onto the direction of your connection. So if you feel like he's holding back a little bit, it's definitely not because of a lack of interest. It's really just him wanting to be sure as he's making the moves that he is ready for those moves at that moment in time. So basically, I'm going to say towards you before getting to your messages that he sees you as somebody that he values an awful lot. He respects you an awful lot. He's taking a slow approach, but hey, I've got no issues with slow approaches. I feel like a slow approach is better than a quick approach, and then we're kind of afraid of what happened, and then maybe sometimes some things kind of break on down. We don't want that. So he's taking a slow approach, but his energy is leaning towards sincerity. He's sincere in everything that he says and everything that he does. So you're not just a passing interest into his life. You're somebody that he wants to pay attention to, that he wants to get to know onto a deeper level, that he's appreciating, and he wants to look towards the future. So if you continue to be your beautiful, authentic self, which I'm sure that you will, things are definitely going to deepen between both of you guys. I'm going to say probably within the following 4 to 6 weeks, you should probably get that commitment that you're looking for, if you're looking for it. But I do believe that you are looking for it. So, I am going to go into messages, but I'm actually going to go first into messages coming from tarot cards. And then I'll give you some messages coming from message cards, if that's all right with you, my love. So, the first thing I'm going to say over here is going to be the following. I feel like he wants to tell you that he thinks about you so much more than you actually do realize. There is something that is very special about you, and he feels that. And He wants you to know that he wants to explain that to you, how he actually feels towards that energy, towards how you're special with him. He doesn't want to rush things. He does not. But he wants you to know that when he's around you, he feels lighter. He feels like he can actually be himself into his personality, into the way that he wants to be. So you are somebody that he actually sees into his future with him. And he knows that he needs to give you what it is that you actually do deserve. And so he wants to take his time, my love. Now, let me go and give you some messages into the cards, sweetie. Alrighty, so here we go. And I'm going to go and see. I'm going to get out of the questions. Yeah, my voice is not okay. It is not okay. Did I catch a cold? Kind of. It's a very minimal cold. It has no repercussions whatsoever into my life other than my throat. Yeah, it's been iffy for the last 2-3 days, and it will remain that way probably until Sunday or Monday. Next week, you guys will see. I'll have my old ugly voice back. My voice should be back. Yes. But a husky and view. Oh, you're such a sweetie pie, Kai. You're such a sweetie pie. Yeah. I was talking with Alex earlier, and he was like, "What the heck happened to your voice?" I'm like, extinction. I talk too much. What can I say? I want to live with you. Oh, you're a sweetie pie, Kai. You're a sweetie pie. I will be sending you some text messages. Look at that. Don't ever change who you are. I want to be able to see you. I will be seeing you soon. I've been confiding in this connection, so he's definitely been speaking about this to somebody else, my sweet love. You make me feel absolutely blessed. And let's go with one last one, my sweetie pie. I'm not used to the love that you give me. I'm sending you much love, sweetie. SB, thank you for being part of the live tonight. I'm sorry you're not here, but I know you'll get it a little bit later. And I'm wishing you a lovely evening, sweetie. Alrighty, here we go. You're sweet. How are you doing, my beautiful Kai? How are you, my love? I'm coming to see you at this moment, but how have you been? Blunt messages you shall have. They are right here staring right at me. How have you been, sweetie, across the world? Is everything going okay for you? Is my question. You're pretty good? All right, I'll take pretty good. I'll take pretty good, because good is difficult to get and bad we don't really want. So pretty good is good. Here we go. I am just going to go into the moment before I do your reading and open on up Mimi's from last night that she sent something, but we were closed. So yeah, okay. We were the 11th. All right, so here we go. And by the way, for anybody who knows my own personal story, which is a lot of you guys, I do have to say, I do have somewhat of a victory today. Evil D left with my son, but came back with my son. He brought back my son tonight. He did. He still has the 2 youngest, but he brought back the most vulnerable ones. So I'm going to say the full moon is full mooning, but I'm truly blessed to have Matthias with me tonight. So that's what I have to say onto that note. Now let me go and see. I'm pretty good. Oh, Evil D's my ex, is my ex of 19 years. Well, I was with him for 19 years, but we're in a divorce since last January, but we're into a high-level custody battle since May of last year. Yeah, so it's complicated. It's complicated. So here we go. Yes. Well, my other ones are coming back tomorrow. They're only gone for a day, but point being, my oldest is with me, and that was important. So, hey, the full moon is mooning, and it's all good. So, what are the feelings towards you? Let's go see what's happening with that. Is this person married yet? What's happening with it? It's been a little while, right? It's been a little while. So you guys are still working together. I seem like I'm an amazing mom. Thank you, Kai. I do my best, my love. I really, really do. My kids love me, so it's got to be something good. The ceremony's in May, and you're hoping to move by then, so you don't have to go, right? Oh my God. Carrie, you're a sweetie pie. All right. Okay. So let's go and see. So the ceremony is in May. Her wedding is not there yet. It's not as quick as they had wanted it to, right? They wanted it to actually go quite quickly. Well, by no great surprise, the first card coming on out, my beautiful Kai, is the card of hidden emotions. Oh, God. He still has a lot of emotions towards you that he hides within. Now, he possibly, and thank you, my beautiful Carrie, sweetie, possibly and truly probably has not even talked about it in many kind of, like he hasn't opened up towards you now, has he? It's almost like you are going to be his forever secret love, secret desire. You know, in life, sometimes you marry somebody that you absolutely love and you do want to get married with them. And sometimes you marry because, hey, this person's good for you. Or sometimes you're into your relationship altogether because they're nice with you and they're sweet and they treat you well. Sometimes it's for cultural reasons. There's a million reasons, but it's not always for love. It's not always because that's the love of your life. This is what I'm gathering from this. The person that he is marrying is not the person of his life. It is somebody that he must marry. I'm not saying he despises her and hates her. No, but that person would not be his first choice. You're always going to remain somewhere into his life, into the desires, into the wants, into the love. He's always going to be seeing you as the one that kind of got away, the one that he could not have. So he's always going to harbor those loving emotions towards you. But it's always going to be somewhat very conflictual into his own soul. Yeah. That's what it is, right? But the situation is always going to remain into that kind of a place where he can't, like, even if he opened up towards you, a third party would not be something that would be acceptable in any kind of a way. And he wouldn't do that, but he's forever holding you into his heart. And I feel as though, look, see, third party, I just said it. It is very conflictual into the way that it is going, because it's like every single time that he sees you, he's happy to see you because there is the love, there is the connection, and that is very important for him. But it's like every single time that he sees you, it might be the same thing for you. There's always a little bit of that heartbreak. It's like there's a little bit of that chip off the heart that keeps falling off. And we try to mend it. We try to bring it back because we think, oh, I know I'll be able to see her again when I go to work. I'll be able to. But it's still, we cannot replace the work environment or the family or the friend environment for an actual spouse or an actual partner. So there's always going to be that distance that is going to be there. Not because he wants it, not because you want it, because you do have that very strong magnetism that is holding you guys together that seems to be somewhat unbreakable. And I don't actually see it into this lifetime breaking. I feel like you will forever love this person on some level or another, and he will continue to do the same. So does he still desire and want you? And yes, absolutely. But is it something that into his heart, into his mind, that he has somewhat given up upon because there is an impossibility towards it? Yes. It's complicated, right? That's it. You're not as devastated as you used to be about it, which is why you haven't been coming so much. Well, that's okay. It's perfect that you're healing, sweetie pie. But I feel like this is what's happening for him also. You're healing and you've kind of accepted into a way that it is what it is and that it's probably not going to change. And so you need to heal and you need to continue into your life and you need to find somebody who's going to be good for you, that you're going to be able to love, right? And like he's doing at this moment. But it doesn't mean that your heart is ever going to be to somebody at 100% because you still have that unfinished connection with him. So, like, the love is always going to be there. It's never going to die. It's always going to be present. You're always going to have that special connection. Does he still have, those very strong feelings towards you? He does. Does he feel sometimes some heartache is sometimes more difficult for him than others? Absolutely, like it is with you. But I feel like he's come to a certain conclusion where it is what it is. We have to do with it, and there's no point on agonizing. We might as well just make the best of it. And I feel like this is what he's doing. C'est la vie, absolument, c'est ça la vie. Il n'y a rien à faire. La vie, c'est la vie. Exactement, ma belle. Mm-hmm. It is very well said. C'est la vie. It works. Such is life. En fait, c'est ainsi est la vie. Ainsi est la vie. That is what it is. Well, you can say c'est la vie also, but yeah, it is what it is. You are good. Evil? Evil? What evil? I didn't talk about no evil. I talked about evil, but it had nothing to do with your man. It had to do with my ex-man. Oh, the evil exes. Yeah. Oh my God. Actually, I don't have evil exes. I only have one evil ex. One. The other ones are nice and sweet, and I still talk with them. I only have one evil one. Let me give you. Oh, you said the blunt ones. The blunt ones. Yeah, such is life, right? And impossible. It is. Sometimes there's impossible solutions or situations, and you just kind of have to deal with it. The important is that you deal with it, because if you don't deal with it, you stay stagnant, and then you stay into your energy, and you're sad and you're upset and you're depressed, and nothing new comes, or nobody new comes into your life because you're blocked. So acceptance is going to be key. Let's get into the blunt messages, my love. Here we go. Send me some love because I'm healing and I am struggling. It is true, Kai. It is true, sweetie. It's not easy. I'm sorry for what I've said. I don't know if you said anything that kind of hurt you or kind of felt like it could hurt you in some kind of a way. I can't let go of the past. I know that you are the one that I do want to spend my life with. I am feeling insecure. I, however, don't have the time. I don't have the energy for this right now. I would love to be able to meet up with you. But I'm also very scared, and I can't quite face this right now. Yeah, are you still buffering, Watson? Is anybody else buffering? Because I see an excellent connection onto my side. Let me know if anybody else is buffering. Let me give you some cards that are not from the blunt, just a different one, right? Yeah, it does. I need you. I often recall memories of you. I trust you absolutely unconditionally. The truth is a bitter pill to swallow. You're always onto my mind no matter where it is that I am. I am fixated on you. Is it one card? Two. One. I wish for a different result. Beautiful Kai. I am sending you so much love, sweetie. I thank you for coming on in to see us tonight. And I know that we're like mid-February and I'm a little freaky. So I will still say Happy New Year. Actually, your New Year was not too long ago, so I'm not all that off. Happy New Year, my beautiful Kai. And I am sending you so much love, sweetie. Continue to be strong, continue to move on forward, and continue to have that beautiful love within your soul, sweetie. It is present within your family. Your dad always feels it. And your love, it will never die. It will always be there. It will always be present. But do as much as you possibly can to move on forward and to find your own happiness, love. Oh, Kai, I'm sending you much love, sweetie. I say Happy New Year's all the way until end of February. I'm gonna go and see Mimi, and then I'm gonna go and see our beautiful Carrie. All right, so here we go for Mimi. Mimi's gonna need is gonna need some timestamps because she's not here, and I do have 2 readings, one from yesterday and one from today. So, beautiful Kai, I'm sending you much love, sweetie. Come back and see us, even if you don't need a reading, just say hi, okay? Let us know that you're doing well, sweetie. We're going to put Mimi at 112 because I got to go and see what she wrote and what she's up to. Yeah, so just give me one little second. In the meanwhile, I will tell you guys that my dad last night had a very interesting evening. You know, my dad is at the hospital, for those of you, well, most of you know who are here. There's not that many people tonight. But they gave him very, very strong medication yesterday, and he was hallucinating. Apparently, he saw Santa Claus, and he saw the Easter Bunny, and he saw all these people into his hospital room, and he was so afraid and freaked out by it that he unplugged all the wires that were on him, and he tried to evade in his night jacket of the hospital 3 times. They had to put a security guard to make sure he stayed in bed because he was running away from Santa Claus. That's what I had to say. I thought it was kind of funny. I'm imagining my dad running away into the hospital. When my mom arrived this morning, there was a security guard next to my dad's bed watching him. So he didn't evade from the hospital. Oh my God. Okay. Maybe it's just me and I'm crazy. All right. Mimi. Here we go for Mimi. You got nothing to say already. Why? Oh, by the way, Mimi, I never answered this one because yesterday we actually finished our live early, and by the time you sent it, we were already closed. So, yeah, that's the reason why. So you're actually going to be having like 2 readings today, okay, my love? Yeah, you get a double whammy today. All right. So, let's go and see what we've got. Oh, he got a lot of good stuff. And he kept asking all the nurses, he's like, was there a party here last night? I swear there was a party. No. And the guy next to him said, there was no party, but with the medication they gave you, you had a party in your head. Oh, my poor dad. All right. Oh, my dear God. So, here we go. Okay, let me delete that. And there are no messages from Mimi into my email, so that is good. All right. So what's up? I feel your frustration, sweetie. I know. Okay. Just one second. Okay. I know that this connection doesn't satisfy your heart, doesn't satisfy your real hunger, doesn't satisfy the love that you want. But even though it doesn't do all that, my beautiful Mimi, what is important to actually know is that despite all of that, the love that you guys have, well, it hasn't faded in any kind of a way. So, I mean, what is the energy between you and him at this moment? You're into a place where he wants to offer you things. He does. But he's also kind of feeling like he's a little bit in limbo. He's feeling like he's a little bit stuck into a stagnation. So, he's just kind of waiting. He's waiting for the right moment. That's going to be good for him. That's going to be good for you. He's not going to be making any moves, and he's just going to leave you kind of hanging there. I know it sucks. I know it's not fair. And I'm sorry for saying it, but I know that you're unsure what to do and how to move on forward, but this is what I've got. So I'm going to say, I feel like the situation is kind of forcing you to see things from a different type of perspective. Perhaps to realize maybe that you deserve more than waiting for someone's response and somebody who's not necessarily showing on up fully like they should be. He is emotionally into how he's truly feeling about you. He is emotionally conflicted. There's no doubt. He does have those feelings for you. He is mentally blocking himself from fully embracing them. I feel like he avoids making different type of decisions, and I feel like he struggles with his emotions. So there's always a little bit of that internal battle, if you will, where he knows what you mean to him, but he chooses not to necessarily act upon it. So his intentions, sweetie, they're inconsistent. He wants to show himself as being hot and passionate, but then he also wants to be able to disappear just as quickly as it actually appears on through. So he isn't thinking long term, and he isn't thinking deeply committed at this moment. He's just enjoying the type of connection that you have, which is very volatile. It's very good for whenever he wants it to be happening. That's pretty much what it is. So it kind of goes a little bit with his impulsiveness. So he's not intentionally trying to hurt you. I know it kind of seems like, oh, he's trying to hurt me. He does. No, he's not intentionally trying to hurt you, but his energy is completely unreliable. There is no pattern. The only pattern that is there, that is present, is the fact that he keeps coming on back. That's the only pattern. There's no definition of time of no. He always comes back, but other than that, there's no real pattern. So why won't he meet up or spend time with you? Because he knows very well that if you guys meet up and spend time together, you're going to bring it to a different level. He's not ready for it. He feels like he is somewhat lost. He feels like he's somewhat a little bit disconnected internally. And he feels that if you guys meet on up, you're going to start dealing with personal issues, with insecurities, with facing different type of subjects that he ultimately doesn't want to face. He doesn't want to talk about. So he's trying to actually avoid, because deep down he knows that he's not giving you what you deserve. And honestly, I feel like he's kind of ashamed by it, and he's feeling actually quite guilty upon it. So what would happen if you just told him that you won't have any deep conversations anymore and just kind of keep it light? The fact is, you still want a relationship. You still want something, and he still doesn't want something. So he will feel, if you do say that, he will feel more at ease. He'll feel more playful, but it's not going to change his deeper behaviors. He might exchange with you a little bit more, but it's still not going to guarantee that you're going to get the emotional that you're looking for, what you truly want. So what you're really doing is kind of giving him a piece of the cake without giving him the whole cake. You're saying, okay, since you don't want to do this, let me kind of do this for you, and then maybe we can talk a little bit more. So that'll be good for you. But is it truly good for you to give him a piece of the cake if he's really not giving anything to you into return? Then you're really just giving him something, but he's not necessarily giving something to you, right? So that's a little bit what I'm seeing over here. So I'm definitely going to have to say, what do you need to know moving on forward? Give me just a second. Que se passe-t-il, vous?
Est-ce que je peux faire un reading?
Pas tout de suite, mais tantôt, je peux venir t'appeler pour Quantum. Je vais t'envoyer un message sur ton téléphone. C'est bon?
Mm-hmm.
Je t'envoie un message sur ton téléphone, mon beau.
Ok.
T'es-tu correct?
Uh-huh.
Ok. Attends. T'es pas obligé de fermer ma porte, non? Tu peux le garder comme ça. Merci. So, yeah, that's a little bit what I'm seeing in regards to that, sweetie pie. So, what do you need to know actually moving on forward? It's basically it. There is hope for you, but it may not necessarily be with him. You are meant for something better, something that is more fulfilling, something that will keep your faith in love, because the universe is guiding you. It's guiding you towards something that is bigger, something that is brighter. Whether it's with him, whether he steps up, whether it's with somebody else, you need to be with somebody who values you and cherishes you. And I know that your situation is not an easy one. I will not get into it, but you know it and I know it. It's not easy, but I feel like getting what it is that you want from this person is not going to be a possibility. I know it's not for the moment, not for the following months, and I don't necessarily want to give any hope towards the future, because I still see him going into the same darn cycles over and over and over again. So I'm basically going to say that I kind of feel like you're a little bit reaching the end of a cycle, and whether you actually choose to keep waiting or move forward, that's going to be entirely yours. If you decide you want to move on forward, then you shall. But if you decide that you want to continue, he will continue as long as you will continue. So you can definitely rest assured that if you want this connection to continue, you continue doing what you're doing and he'll continue doing what he's doing, and you'll always have some type of a connection, but not just the way that you want it. So it could be a disappointing connection altogether. Yeah, so basically what I'm going to say into this reading, and this was the one from yesterday, is that he's conflicted and he avoids a lot of his emotions. He has some beautiful feelings, but his intentions, they're not stable. He avoids meeting on up because of his own issues, because he's afraid that things are going to go a little bit deeper. So I'm going to say, even if you do keep it lighter, he might engage a little bit more, but it's not going to fix the core problem of the relationship. So yeah, I'm going to say there's definitely something better for you, someone better out there for you at some point in time. This person is not ready to do what it is that you would like them to do. And I'm going to say that's basically where the major problem is actually happening, sweetie. Oops, let me just go and get your second one over here. We're still going to keep the same timestamp. It's just going to be the second part of your reading, my love. I'm just going to go and pick it on up over here. So just 1 second, it's opening. Thank you everybody for your patience. Okay, here we go. And let's go for this one. So this one's a little bit more work related, from what I can see. Okay. Oops. Let's do that. Let's go make sure everything is okay. Into the chat. And we're going to get into your second readings. All right. And then I'm going to go and see, right after, I'm going to go and see our beautiful Carrie is going to be on up next. All right. Elaine, you can, but you need to give me a moment. I'm going to finish up with Mimi's. Okay, so Elaine Wood, Sweetie Pie, you can post your question right away if you want to. I'll answer you in about 2 minutes. Okay, my love? Yeah, just give me a few moments, my love, and I'll answer you. But you can post it, Elaine Woods. Absolutely. It's nice to see you, by the way, love. Okay, so your first question over here, Mimi, and yes, I see the top part of your questions. Or you say, I didn't do your reading yesterday, but I already addressed it into the other one, so you're good. You already know, so I'm not going to repeat it. But yeah, and it's not even that you sent it well, you kind of did send it late. Sometimes we finish early, and sometimes we finish kind of later. But it is what it is. But I've been trying to give my voice a little bit of a break, I guess, at the same time. So yeah. That being said, how does CH and MT actually feel about you at this moment? Here we go. Okay, I feel like CH is starting to see you as a valuable, if you will, team member. I feel like this is about collaboration. I feel like it has to do a lot with mutual respect that is growing. I feel like CH may not completely kind of be warmed up to you yet. I still feel like they're a little bit acknowledging your strengths, but they are a little bit more open to actually working with you. So I'm going to say that's a little bit for CH's thoughts and feelings altogether. If we move on forward to MT's thoughts and feelings, MT is a little bit different. MT, I'm going to actually say that MT kind of holds some resentment, I feel, or competitive energy towards you. I feel like there's a little bit like of ego or conflict, something is happening within this. I feel like they really just want to win. It's like they want to win over you. So I feel like MT is actually kind of pretending to be okay under the surface, but still kind of harbors some negative emotions towards you. So how is work going to be for you, my love? How is work going to be for you? I'm going to say expect challenges. You're going to overcome them, but you need to stay focused and you need to stay determined. There's going to be obstacles, especially with CH and MT, but you're definitely in control, my love. I feel as though you're being encouraged to stay strong, to push on forward, and your success is going to depend on your actual ability to navigate those dynamics while actually staying quite professional. Aha! You've been spying on Mr. Harry. Yes, you have. Was Mr. Harry chit-chatting with somebody else at 3 into the morning? I will say yes. I will say yes, my love. I feel as though he's got options and he has distractions. I feel as though he was chit-chatting with somebody else, but it doesn't mean that his attention is completely focused towards that person. It just means he was chit-chatting. So I'm still going to say that he's completely focused onto you, but was he chit-chatting with somebody else? I will say a yes. And why do you keep waking up at the time that he is online? Well, that is more about your intuition. You pretty much know the patterns. You know, when we're used to somebody into our life, we know a little bit their patterns. We know what time they wake up. We know what time they go to bed. We know when they appear online a little bit more. We all have our own little patterns, and there's cycles. They appear every single day unless, you know, there's something. But basically speaking, this is your intuition. It's your subconscious, your feelings. It's that emotional tie. It's really telling you that you do have that deep unspoken connection with him. And it's almost like if your soul's a little bit picking up onto his energy without realizing it. And so that's why you actually kind of, you know, randomly wake up, because your intuition is actually sensing something is a little bit off. So you wake up, you kind of check it out, and boom, there you go. You are right. Has he told anybody about your relationship? I don't feel he has. No. He has not told anybody about your relationship. No, he has not. I feel as though he has not shared those details with anybody else. So he's kind of keeping it within himself, within his own control, within his own mysteriousness altogether. He's not trying. You know when you say, is he trying to choose somebody else over you? He's not trying to choose anybody else over you. I feel like he's into a place of indecision, of imbalance. I feel like he's into a place where he feels that the connection with you is difficult, maybe somewhat impossible because of the circumstances. And I feel like he doesn't know how to move on forward, which path to take. So I don't feel like he's opening on up to a new path, but I don't see him closing up paths. So if somebody kind of starts talking with him, then he'll kind of talk on back. But it doesn't necessarily mean that he wants to have a relationship with that person. So I feel like he's keeping his options open, but he's not evolving or moving on forward towards any of them. Can you get over the him? Of course you can, my love. Of course you can. Is it going to be hard? It's going to be hard as hell. Can you do it? Yes, you can. It's going to take time. It's going to take patience. It's going to take a lot of strength. But can you do it is your question. My answer for you is yes, you can. You already have the inner strength to move on forward. The thing is that your heart is not completely ready. It's going to take time. It's going to take patience. It's going to take a lot of self-love. All right. But you'll overcome this. And the fact that you're even acknowledging how nonsense and horrible this situation actually is actually shows that you're logical. You're logical within your mindset and you already know the answer. So what you actually need right now is your heart to kind of catch on up with this, with the information that your mind already knows. So basically, I'm going to say to you, step into your power, my love. Step into your power. You are strong. You are magnetic. You deserve somebody who is going to love you. You deserve somebody who is going to be with you, who's going to give you what it is that you need, and who is going to choose you, but choose you fully. So, I mean, I feel as though the messages that are coming on through over here is encouraging you to stand into your confidence, to let go of people who are not giving you what you want. I know it's easier said than done. And do it if you want. Don't do it if you want. Do whatever you need. All right? No pushing here whatsoever. I'm just saying what I'm saying. So do what you need to do when the moment is right. That's it. That's all. There's no pressure. There's no nothing. If you're not ready, you're not ready. If you're ready, you're ready. That's it. But at some point in time, you need to step into your own power, into your life to make yourself happy. And I shall give you some messages, my sweet love. If I could turn back time, I would. And I would actually do it all differently. I carry guilt for the way that I have mistreated you. This is not the way that I wanted things to end. I wish that I could go back in time. Nobody is like you. You are exceptional and you are special. I am lost into this world without you. It does get lonely. And please allow me to work on me so I can work on us. Beautiful Mimi, I'm sending you much love, and you shall have one timestamp, but for 2 readings tonight, my love. I'll see you perhaps tomorrow. All right, I got you, Elaine. I've got you, sweetie. And then I'm going to go and see Carrie. What's going on, my love? Apartments, do you see an approval? Well, let me go and see. Do I see an approval? All right, let's go and see. Right. I do want to see an approval. I actually do for the moment. So unless there's a turn of tables or something happens, I will say yes. For the moment, everything seems to be quite clear, my love. Yes. Mm-hmm. Mm. And I'm going to go on see now, I believe, our beautiful Carrie. Okay, hold on just one second. I'm just going to go and validate something. One moment. Okay, hold on. Alrighty, so let's go see our beautiful Carrie into the meanwhile loves. Elaine, sending you love, sweetie. You know what came up into my feed on here? Elon Musk must love you. Oh, really? Oh, look at that. I don't have any of that. I did see. Now, again, I am not emitting any political views or opinions or anything. I'm just stating something that I have seen. I know that a lot of people, anyways, around where I live, who have purchased into not my city, I'll say my province, who have purchased Teslas. Yeah. I know that they came out with some stickers that they have purchased to put onto their car saying that they purchased this vehicle before, I don't know how it goes, but before, everything happened with, Cheeto and everything of the such. Yeah, like they want no part of it. Yeah, that's what it is. I know. That being said, I don't have anything about Elon. I don't really look at Elon things. You must have looked at something for Elon to have it. I have a lot of Trump because I've been, following on through with the tariffs and Trump wanting Canada to be the 51st state and annexing and Trudeau and all, like I've been following all that. Yeah, and so I have a lot of that onto my feed. It's like 50% of my feed, but I haven't had anything from Ellen. No. You do Trudeau, that's it, right? I do Trudeau, I do Trump, I do the whole deal, but I myself have not, and I will not even click onto Elon. Although I do have to say, before the whole elections and stuff, Elon is a very weird individual, but I believe he is very intelligent. He is very intelligent, but he's very strange, and he's got weird anyways, I'm not going to get into it. But yeah, I know. All right, let me get to your reading and let me get out of this political stuff. I'm gonna say, just click onto it, Carrie. Into the three dots, and let YouTube know that you're not interested into the feed, and they'll stop showing it to you. It's the only thing you can truly do. Okay, so. Let me go over here to that place. All right, so here we go. Da, 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 da. All right. So, oh, we need a timestamp though. We need a timestamp. You did. Is it just one more question? Oh, Julie. Hold on, my beautiful Carrie. I'm going to let Julie go and do her workings. She has a lot of workings to do. Yeah, let me go and answer your question right away, Julie. And Carrie, I'll be right with you, my love. How's your foot, my love? How's your foot, sweetie? Is it better? Okay, hold on. Let me know how your foot's doing. And I'm going to answer your question right away so you can go and relax your body, put some ice on that foot, and just relax your beautiful soul onto this full moon. Channel up the most beautiful energies as you possibly can, all right? All right, hold on. You're still swollen, but doesn't hurt as much. Oh, sweet Lord. Yeah. Take yourself some Tylenol or something of the such. Put some ice. And let me go and answer your question so you can go and relax. Thank you, my beautiful Carrie, sweetie. Yeah, you're right. He does, Watson. You're right. Now, should you actually reach out to him? I like the fact that he's going out, though, my love. I like the fact that he's going out, that he's doing something, and that he's switching up the vibes and he's enjoying himself with, the dog that he does have at this moment. I like that. I do. It means that he's healing. It means that he's getting back into his own energies, which is perfect. So, should you reach out to him? Should you ask how he feels? Watson, Lilith, we're going to close up the lives at 10 o'clock, so in 18 minutes, okay, sweeties? And thank you, my loves. So, should you reach out to him? No, not necessarily. Let it be. Just let it be. Let him do what he needs to do. I'm actually going to say over here, this is coming from like a post that he did, right? Yeah, he posted himself. No, just like it. Like put a heart or put a thumbs up or a smiley face, something of the such. Put an emoji, a cute little emoji. That's it. That's all. I feel as though at this moment, it suggests that reaching out it's not a bad idea, but it's not necessarily a good idea. I feel like we need to let him kind of go onto that emotional journey that he is onto at this moment to keep things light and to just kind of keep things the way that they are. There's no pressure. At this moment, him going out with his dog, going to have fun, going to refresh, going to get some fresh air, and everything of such is only good. It's only healing for him, for the body, for the soul, and ultimately for you and him. So I'm going to say no. Should you reach out to him? Absolutely not. An emoji is good, but an actual reach out like, oh my God, I love that place, or no. Just let it be for the moment. He is still a lot into those vibes, and he needs to continue into those vibes, and it will be better like that. So should you ask how he feels? No. Into his mind, into his soul, he's thinking about you. He's loving you. He's okay, but he's into his own peace. He's finding his own peace at this moment. And we don't want to get into that because he's processing all these things internally. He still needs his space to reflect. So asking about his feelings now could actually make him withdraw a little bit more. It could make him kind of come to you, but later on. And we don't want that. So we want him to process the energies that he needs to process when he's ready to do so. And we need him to reach out when he's ready to do so. Into the meanwhile, you need to continue to do things basically into a very subtle, a very loving kind of way, because we do not want him to retreat on back because he feels pressure. He feels like he must talk. He feels like he must do something. So should you continue to be quiet and just wait for him? Absolutely. That is going to be helpful. Your patience is going to lead to positive results. You're holding your energy is going to let him come towards you, but when he's ready. So let's just allow that connection to flow really quite naturally, and it's going to be better. So I will say, if you do decide to reach out, keep it light, keep it playful, make it simple. All right. Sometime, not even a talk, like some type of cute emoji. That's it. That's all. And let him engage on back when he is actually ready to do so. That's it. You need to trust into the divine timing. Yes. Oh, happy Mike is yours. And you've got the most beautiful chicken biceps. Yeah, be quiet. Kind of. It sounds like I'm telling you not to talk. Yeah, kind of. You send your loving energies after that, all the loving energies that you possibly can. And in the meanwhile, though, do go and do like a hug or a happy kind of a dog emoji or a smiley face or something of the such, right? But nothing much more. Just let it be. He's healing. He's starting to go out. He's starting to move forward. That's what we want. He will definitely, sweetie. Hubby will be entirely yours from that point on. Now, in the meanwhile, go and take care of that ankle, of that foot, right? No, absolutely no. He doesn't want you to. He doesn't want anybody to comment. You just like the post. You just like the post. No comments. No. If you comment, he doesn't want to comment. He wants people to say, he wants people to kind of say, oh, I like the image. I'm happy that you're going out, that you're doing things, that you're healing. But he doesn't want to verbally hear it. He doesn't want to read it. And he doesn't want to respond to it, which is why an emoji is perfect for him. Yes, just like it. That's it. That's all. Sweet and simple. You need to keep things sweet and simple with him. It is the best remedy at this moment, my love. Absolutely. You let me know if you need me later on, sweetie pie. You already know what I'm doing for tonight, so I'm going to be doing that. Yes, absolutely. You let me know how it goes. I'll let you know how it goes. The energy is nice. It is clear. It is perfect. So let's move on forward with it and let's get it going. By the way, my beautiful Julie, whatever moon water you actually get, if you make more moon water, you can keep that moon water, I have moon water that I've had for a certain amount of time. You just keep it into a dark place. But you can keep moon water too. You can bathe with moon water. You can do a lot of workings with moon water, like multiple ones. You can do so many things with it. You can do cleansing with it. Like, it's amazing. So whatever it is that you have that you don't necessarily use, keep it. All right. So just use a certain amount of it, and the rest of it, keep it for the following month. We'll use it in different workings. Just saying, because I didn't talk about it. So yeah. 144. I have moon water of all my kids. Yeah, we make moon waters, but we all have our own intentions put into our moon waters. So I have one that has Matthias's name onto it, one that has Raphael and El and mine. So you're all good, my love. I'll see you later. Here we go for our beautiful Carrie. Sweet love. What do we have? Okay, sweetie, what is happening? He's being grumpy. He started to talk. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. You have spare toothbrushes over there for him? I don't know. I'm trying to understand what's up with the spare toothbrushes. You've got some over there. Hmm. Let me know what's up with that. Yeah. Hmm. Okay, hold on. Okay, you brought a pack of four over there with toothbrushes and you left them there for the future. Okay, it's all good. Um. Oh, I like that he sent you a gift. That is nice. Okay, then you can't. Okay, so what is actually happening with him? Let's go see. You're probably not going to be surprised by my answer, but my first answer is going to be the following. There's a lot of selfishness that actually comes from this man. I know you love him, I know he loves you, but it doesn't take away from the fact that there's selfishness. Now, I'm sorry. What I feel is the following. Whenever he actually calls you and you don't answer, it creates anxiety for him. It creates stress and frustration. I feel as though he is into a spot or into a place where if he could spend more time with you than he could, if you don't answer the phone when he calls, he feels like you're up to something else. He feels like you're talking with somebody else, you're doing something else, or you simply don't want to talk with him. Which is why he usually doesn't let the phone ring all that much, and which is why he doesn't actually respond on back after. Even if you would call him back 1 minute after you'd reach out towards him, he still would not ultimately answer the phone or pick it on up or the call. Why? Because it's a little bit of his own way of saying, I'm going to make you pay for the price of not answering to my call when I was actually ready to talk to you. You should have been ready. Why? Because I'm there, and what else do you have to do? You see where I'm going? This is it. He feels like you should kind of be there at his beck and call. So he needs you, you're there. He wants you, you're there. I know it's chaotic. It shouldn't be the way that it is. And he should definitely not be upset with you. You could be out with the dogs. You could be cooking. You could be in the bathtub. You could be doing anything. You could be sleeping. Who cares? You're allowed to do whatever it is that you want. And you could get back to him after and say, you know what, I'm sorry, I was busy, I was doing this or I was doing that. Into a loving relationship, love is love. It is there. You don't necessarily worry what the other person is doing, or anyways, you trust them and you know they're going to get back to you. The thing is that he is very insecure. He's very insecure about the love. He's very insecure about the connection. He's very insecure about the future. And so he wants things to happen at his moment, and that's what is important for him. If it happens at any other moment, he's not happy. He's not content with that. It is not where he necessarily wants to be. So there's a lot that is actually going on within that is actually coming from deep within his soul. So that's basically what's happening along with that, sweetie pie. So the whole, oh, I hope you're feeling better, and the whole conversation about it, into his mind, he's like, oh, well, hey, if it makes you happy to think that I'm doing good, then all right, since you say so, you must be right. He's kind of trying to acknowledge to you that you know everything and he knows nothing. So he's trying to give you more power, but trying to bring himself down at the same time. Not because he wants to bring himself down, but because he wants you to bring him on up. He needs the validation. That's what's happening within it all. Yeah, the toothbrush is a toothbrush. He needed a new toothbrush, just wanted to use it. Nothing much more than that. I don't feel like he's been doing anything specific into the last few days. So I'm going to say no altogether within the last few days. He's doing what he usually does. So I'm going to say he chit chats. He's working a little bit. He's singing a little bit. Nothing much more. Well, singing. I don't know. He's doing something for the band. He didn't actually go to the band and do something, but he's doing something for the band. But he didn't move his body to go towards the band. Yeah. He doesn't feel bad for not wishing you a happy birthday. It's not into his priorities, as sad as it is. He is still being loyal and faithful towards you, though. He is, and he does love you. What's going to happen between you guys this week? You're going to continue to reach out, and he's going to continue to reach out whenever it's good for him. Sometimes he'll be there, sometimes he won't. You will ask yourself many different questions. This week is probably going to be more of a difficult kind of a week because you're not going to have the same type of connection as you've had all the way until now since you've returned back from your voyage. It's almost like if time is showing its usage or it's wearing, if you will, on time onto the relationship, the less you guys see each other and the more time actually passes on by, the more difficult and the more you're actually returning back to the patterns that you used to be into. So I kind of feel like this again is a little bit of a manipulatory kind of a way to get what he wants, to get you to go there, to get you to be more present, to answer to him. And that's his way of a little bit kind of controlling you, but from afar. He wants to control who you see, what you do, when you answer. He's very controlling. It's his own way of actually guarding himself, if you will. Yeah. As for the actual lawsuit altogether, I don't feel like it's going to do anything, sweetie. I don't feel like they're going to have enough proof, enough validation. I don't feel like they're going to have enough data to do anything with it. So I'm going to say, honestly, I feel like it's not going to give anything, sweetie. I'm still going to say to go ahead with it. I'm still going to say to do what you've got to do. It doesn't cost you anything as long as you're not paying this person. And this person ends up maybe taking a quota or a certain percentage of anything that you're going to win, then all right. But I actually feel like they're not going to have enough information. And thank you. I am glad that Matthias is with me. It takes a lot of my worries away. Oh, I know, my love, but and to his mind, you should answer when he calls. You should be expecting his call at any moment in time. That's what he wants. He could have left it ring 3 times and you could have called back right away. He still would have kind of punished you for it because you did not. It's his way of controlling your love. It's his way of controlling the situation. Let me go see if he sent the gift to anybody else. All right. Did he send the gift out to anybody else? Honestly, at this moment in time, I do not believe that he actually did send the gift out to anybody else. So I'm going to say no. He really just sent it to you, my love. And let me give you some loving messages, sweetie. Yes, I love that too. I would have hated to have to say to you that, he gave that he sent it out to different people. I would have absolutely hated that. Just 1 second. I'm going to give you some loving messages. I'm just going to go make sure everything is good also in PayPal, everything is good into PayPal. So, Juanson, you're going to be on up next. And Juanson, I do have Matthias who wants to do a reading for you. So he's going to start it off and I'm going to finish on through, all right? Yeah, he hasn't done a reading for you in a while. He came on in 30 minutes ago. He's like, can I do a reading? I'm like, yeah, you can do Juanson's. Just give me a few moments. Okay. All right, so here we go for some loving messages, and let me just, into the meanwhile, go and text Matthias. Yeah, he likes to do it. Let me just go and find him into my text messages. I don't even know his phone number. I kid you not. I called my, okay, I got him. Just I found him because I see his face. Yeah. I called my phone company and I'm like, something's wrong with my other phone number. There's charges that should not be there. And he's like, what's the number? I'm like, I don't know. It's my son's number. I have him on auto dial, whatever it is. Okay, there you go. Yeah, I don't call him all that often. Okay, so you are always into my heart, even in silence. Every time I think of you, my heart smiles. You are the dream that I never want to wake up from. No distance, no silence, nothing can break what we share. With you, love feels effortless and absolutely endless. Yes, that's what it is. A junior is going to be on to his way. I don't think he's looking at his phone, quite frankly. Thank you, my beautiful Lilith. I'm gonna go and find my boy. Okay, hold on just 1 second. All right, hold on. Mon beau Mathias, si tu veux venir, c'est le temps pour Juanson. Tu veux-tu venir faire son reading? T'as-tu changé d'idée? T'es occupé? Ok, il n'y a pas de problème. Tu le feras demain si tu veux. À tantôt. All right, guys. There's no Junior Romanceful Tarot tonight. I think he's caught up in Minecraft PlayStation. Yeah, he's like, oh no. And I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, what? It's not a good time. And he's like, no. I'm like, okay. Okay, so you guys are stuck with me. Hold on. Carrie, I hope he becomes sweeter to you, sweetie. You deserve love. You deserve sweetness. You deserve everything that you give towards him, sweetie. You do. All right, here we go, Juanson. It's me. You're stuck with me, you super fragilistic man. Super fragilistic catialocious. I don't know what. Oh, my dear God. It is true, Carrie. All right, here. I'm going to take a sip. Keep myself hydrated with my super voice. And let me go into your questions. So, no, Elizabeth, today. No. And Wednesdays are oofies. The Wednesdays are oofies. All right. Ooh, okay. So, I think I'm going to sneeze. Just 1 second. But maybe not. Alrighty. And here we go. So, Watson. Let's start on off. So, Wednesdays are oof. There's a lot of red vests going along today, visiting and taking a tour of the warehouse. Okay, they were annoying. They were showing that they felt that they were superior and they needed you to look at them, right? With superior googly eyes. Yeah, those kind of a people. I get you, sweetie. So I'm going to say a rough day at work altogether. Kind of had to join on in with the people that you like and the people that you care and kind of do like if the red vests were not necessarily there. So she actually did a really good thing by not being there. Although I don't believe she actually knew that today was going to be a red vest kind of a day. And you had them around you? Oh, seriously. No, that sucks, right? Yeah, it's a good thing she didn't have to be there. That's just kind of sucky. Okay, hold on. That's not good. So, was else there half a day? No, she was not there at all. She was not there at all, my sweet love. And I'm actually going to say good for her for not being there. I feel like she's going to have somewhat of a small week altogether, because I do see her being there tomorrow, but I kind of feel like on Friday she's going to be there for like a half a day. She's not going to be there for a full day. So probably a half a day is going to be happening onto the Friday. There's a lot of curiosity, there's a lot of love, there's a lot of beautiful energy that is passing on through. But what I will actually say into Elizabeth's thoughts and feelings towards you today is a lot of introspection, a lot of trying to owning on up to her own feelings, a lot of trying to figure out how to move on forward while not necessarily being distracted by life altogether. I feel like she's always, like, she has little plans, little ideas, but I always feel like she's a little bit distracted every single time. And it never actually gives what she wants. A little bit like you could say, today I'm going to go on in, I'm going to talk with Elizabeth. I'm going to make some type of move, I'm going to open something on up, but then something happens, or it happens too shortly, and it doesn't necessarily give what it is that you want. So I feel like it's a little bit of the same type of situation that is happening over here. So you have been onto her mind a lot. I feel like she does have some work-related stress. My voice is leaving me, ain't it? I feel as though she is, I'm sounding more like a robot. I feel like there's a lot of warmth, there's a lot of comfort whenever she does think about you. She does have that beautiful soft spot into her heart, but I feel at the very same time that she's not quite ready to be as expressive as she was actually like to be expressive. So deep down, she's got that beautiful, quiet appreciation for you and the presence that you actually have into her life. But at the same time, I feel like she's not ready necessarily to open on up emotionally. Anything that she would like to say to you. And our storm has not started yet, so I'm going to say it's going to start probably quite violently tonight, since they said it is the storm of the year. Alright, so I feel as though she notices you much more than you think. Even when you don't say anything, the connection is always there between you guys. So she enjoys just being around you, being into the same workplace, knowing that you are there. So she wants you to know that even when you guys are not apart, she still feels your love. She still feels that connection. Her energy towards you today is something that is more steady, but it has some longing that is with it because she hasn't seen you. And she hasn't seen you in a few days. So there is that quiet kind of pull, like she senses that you're thinking about her too, but she's being reflective about the dynamics, kind of wondering about the possibilities. So there's a lot of things that are happening, but nothing that is very, very concrete. A lot is happening within the subconscious, the conscious, but a lot of emotional, but not necessarily into the actual movements. The next few days, let's go and see what's happening into the next few days. All right. I see ongoing, I see your dreams that are continuing, you're doing what you must, you're continuing onto your path altogether. I feel like there's a mix of responsibility, there's a mix of small wins. I feel like there's positive interactions that will come at work. Something's going to kind of reassure you to kind of put you onto the right track. So something's going to make you kind of feel like you're a little bit off track, but you're going to get back on track. But that, I'm sorry, is not necessarily related to your daytime job. It could actually have to do with, the tube. All right. So Watch for the minor annoyances that could kind of come on through. But other than that, continue to focus on what really matters for you. As for your connection with Elizabeth, things are going to continue to unfold slowly. There's always the admiration. There's always the interest. I just feel like both of you guys are just kind of waiting to fully express your deep feelings one towards the other. So patience is going to be important. Aligning is going to be important. All those things are going to be important for you too. All right. If we move into an angel message for you. You need to trust the timing of your life. What is meant for you will be yours and will certainly not pass you on by. Your angels want you to know that good things are coming, especially in love. But keep being yourself because your warmth and your authenticity are absolutely magnetic. And please do not rush anything. The universe is aligning things into your favor. If we move on forward to an oracle message, my sweet love, and then I'm going to take out the bookity book. An oracle message for you is trust into the unseen. The universe is working behind the scenes, aligning things for you. While you may not see the immediate results at this moment in time, you also need to know that you need to keep the faith. You need to remain open to unexpected opportunities because your patience and trust will bring the rewards that you're actually seeking. Yes. Let's go towards a book. And here we go. And you're ready with those big pink hands. How many fingers are on that? Oh, there's 5. It would have been funny if there would have been 6 or 4. All right. It's funny. Whenever I watch like shows, I don't know, kids shows, whatever, I'm always counting. I don't know why. I always count their fingers or their toes. Sometimes there's like 6 or 4. It's like weird alien stuff. All right, but it's not an alien thing. Strength. The answer is no, not at this time, but ask again later. You need time to find your answers. So I had to see if your pink hand had 5 fingers or 4 fingers and a thumb. Is a thumb considered a finger? I think it is. I don't know. I know, I kid you not. But when you watch cartoons, sometimes they have 4, sometimes they have 5, sometimes they have 3, and sometimes they have like, sometimes it's weird as heck. I kid you not. You watch those cartoons. You go onto a Disney Channel and you count those fingers and toes. I don't know. I must be mentally disturbed to go and check that on out. Let's go with some messages. There you go. You guys have a little bit more insight on how twisted my mind is. Love messages from Elizabeth, sweetie. So, I'm thinking about you more than I actually let on. There is something so special between us that I can't ignore. You bring a sense of warmth and comfort into my life. I want you to know that I care even when I seem distant. And my heart holds a space for you, always. And onto that note, I'm going to send out a whole bunch of love and hearts. And I'm going to say, let's see each other tomorrow. Same place, same time. And hopefully with a less sexy voice. So sweet dreams, my loves. And take care of yourself. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Yeah, look at it. I kid you not, right? Good night, my loves.